Well, it's been quite some time since I've done a episode for the High Elf campaign, so here we are with episode 4. Now let's look again at what everyone is doing. We have Gandalf up here near Goblin Town. I guess I'll send him right to Goblin Town. I won't worry about anyone who's nearby for the moment. So we'll have him start to build siege equipment. Then we have Glorfindel, who's over here. But I'm not too worried right now. He's on his way. And let's see, Certain, I was going to send him over to go help. However, I will send him south. That way we can take Londair, because I want to keep expanding my Western Kingdom as I move on. Now, let's look at the towns real quick to see if I can build anything. Though with my type of money, I highly doubt it. Now, I've noticed that I've been hovering around 400 population, so I'm wondering if one of the scripts in Baron Samedi's mod pack has to do with that. Because my towns have been very minimal in what they've had as far as population goes. Yeah, so here's Imladris and all is well. I will go ahead and end in this turn. I found out that the Linden Longspears cannot be retrained unless I send them back home. But of course, this town won't be able to increase to the next town level for a very long time. So getting any more Linden Longspears won't be possible unless I add population. So there's barely anyone in Goblin Town, so next turn I should be able to take them out. Now let's look at my agents real quick. Naturally I have my spy down there, but let's go look at Ruskian or Russian, but I'm pretty sure it's Ruskian. I do want to trade with the Sylvan Elves since they are my kin, so that's definitely what I'm going to be doing. Now we'll go ahead and end this turn. So, today is Valentine's Day, which is about to end within the hour for me. And, it's been a fairly decent day. It's been very slow. I did yoga. I did a new program of yoga, and let me tell you, yoga is intense. People may say, oh, well, it's not manly. It needs to be manly. No, no. It builds core strength. It builds, well, yeah, strength. It increases your flexibility, and, well, it's good for your internal organs as well. When I see guys, oh wait, hold on, invasion called on Edoras. I don't have to worry about that. Orcs of the Misty Mountains are the highest producers, it seems, right now. I'm gonna keep sending out my high elven diplomat outwards. Okay, well, time for Gandalf to take Goblin Town. That's just what Gandalf does. He takes Goblin Town. So, let's auto-resolve it. It's not really worth fighting out. I've lost 65 elves, unfortunately. Well, now that I've taken the town, I could sack it, but some of the population would be massacred, and that would be unfortunate. So, I'll go ahead and occupy it, just because I don't want to kill the people and make them sad. That would be saddening. Okay, I can't use their buildings from what I can see so far, so I'll go ahead and take that out. I'll take this out. I do want to get a artist studio as fast as I can so I can begin to... I do believe that I can use the camp watch, so I'm going to keep that for now, just in case. We'll see next turn what I'm capable of doing. Now let's go ahead and combine my forces here. And here's Glorfindel. He's got a very large force, it seems, so far. Alright, I can't quite reach the moat in Bailey just yet. And Imladris is slowly recruiting more and more people. Let's go ahead and end this turn. And Certain is continuing to head south as he attempts to increase the Western Kingdom. I want to have two kingdoms, the Eastern and Western Kingdom, and only by the blood of the free peoples of Eriador will they be combined. Now, should I let them be splintered or actually combine them? I will combine them. I was told that my campaign reminds that person who brought this up that it reminds him of the Thalmor from Skyrim. Now, I don't really care for the elves from the Elder Scrolls, but I will say that I guess I could see the theme here, is that I'm conquering all of the nearby races with my superior arms and my well, I guess my superior everything, because I am an elf. And we will slaughter many more dwarves, but they're probably going to be doing very well because I got rid of their armies on my side of the map near Eriador, which means that up near Dell, they're gonna be able... Oh, hello. Wow, he's... Okay, I'm just gonna decline this, and we're gonna pretend I never saw him. Rohan has a lot to fight. Here's Certain once again. He'll be at Londayer in a couple of turns. What's this? Isengard faction. Saruman. I'll end him. Maybe. Actually, I don't know if I want to end him just yet. But we will move closer. It'll take him about 4 turns to get down there. Yeah, traveling is just a really time-consuming thing, and if you think about it, I am passing years just for my little army to go from point A to point B here. I mean, like, I was like right here, then I moved here. That's far too long. I don't really care for that when it takes me forever to cross the map. I find it to be a very superficial way to extend the campaign time. Okay, let's see. Well, that's all that I can really do. I won't really be making any profits due to the size of my military forces. I will no longer be able to recruit anything else. I need to make sure that... Okay, that's... Need to get rid of them. That'll give me 100 extra income. Now, don't think that I'm criticizing the overall campaign. I mean, I can find something to be amazing, yet still have one problem with it, so... Oh, shoot, I forgot to build the ram. Huh. Oh, well. I'm probably going to wait them out, but I do need to build the ram so that I won't have any penalties to my wall-taking capabilities. That would be most unfortunate. Well, I don't really care for Valentine's Day, to be quite honest. I will say that if you love someone, then you should treat that person as it was Valentine's Day almost every day. Of course, you don't want to do the same sweet things every day, because people will get used to it. It's like when you say, I love you every day. It's kind of like saying, hi, good morning, after a certain point. Though I do envy certain people who are able to just click very well, where they're able to stay in a long-lasting relationship without any problems. Though I do believe I may have that myself right now. I mean, it's been 5 or 6 months. Of course, in the great scheme of life, that's not too long, but it's been a very healthy and good relationship. And, yeah. I don't like to talk too much about my personal life. I mean, I'll talk about superficial things like working out and college, but... Oh, it looks like Nogthok is trying to give me some trouble. Well, I'm going to end him. Nogthok, I will end you. Alright, time for our first battle of this campaign. Or this episode, I should say. As we can see, my elves are beginning to fire, or they were about to begin to fire. As we can see, my elves are beginning to fire, and... Well, I noticed one thing is that there's female elves in the ranks. As we can see right here, like here's one chick. I mean, we can be fairly certain that she is a female, considering there's protrusions coming from her chest and there's not any coming from his. But as we can see, there's a very epic sight that we have all of these high elves just firing into the ranks of my enemies. Almost reminds me of the Battle of the Last Alliance that you saw briefly in the very first film. And as you can see, the Snagar are at a grave disadvantage. They're downhill. But yeah, so I never really noticed that there were females in the High Elf ranks. But now I know. And some people commented that they don't really care about how the new High Elves look, but I find this to be very appropriate. I mean, this is essentially the High Elf militia, so they really shouldn't be dressed like they're very well armed. Plus, when you are able to upgrade them with, like, let's say leather armor or padded gear or even mail, then those upgrades reflect in how they look, which I find to be one of the best things. I really kind of require that for every faction. Otherwise, your units really don't evolve very much, and I prefer my units to be able to evolve over time. Now let's continue to direct my archers. I love it when they have advantages like this, because I'm very cautious when I play as the high elves, because I do not like to lose high elves. I don't find it to be very lore appropriate. I prefer to fight from range. Now, let's say if I was playing Call of Warhammer and I played as the Khorne, then you see me go crazy. You see me throw everything into the fray. I don't care. I will do it. But when it comes to, I guess, Third Age Total War overall, it's not as easy for me to replace what I lose, especially with how the campaign is been balanced now. Which, personally, for Let's Plays, I really don't care for the very slow pace because, well, I have to make sure things are going on, otherwise people won't be as entertained. It's like, oh, well, let me pass turns for the next 2 hours. Yeah, that's not very entertaining. Well, there we go. They're beginning to move forward, but hopefully we can shoot them down before they're able to move up here. If it wasn't for the rain... Oh, for a moment I thought it was just raining arrows, and I was like, oh, dear goodness. That's unfortunate for them. Yeah, we're gonna fire on this little group right here. Since they are archers. Oh, they're beginning to fire. Oh dear. I didn't want to lose any elves, but it looks like I may be losing some. They might be able to kill a few elves. And that bothers me. Now, I would use fire arrows, but their morale's already very low, so I'm not too worried, but I will move certain over here, and I have my sword Quindy on to this side for a reason. That way if they get too close they'll be able to engage them. Of course I need to worry about friendly fire, that's always a prime concern of mine. Alright, now let's begin to fire at the goblin infantry. What a brutal death for all of them. I went onto the Third Age Total War forums, and I just want to say hi to all of you. And if you are wondering where these forums are at, they're on twccenter.net. Join the forums. The guys there are pretty cool. Keep in mind that it's a international forum, so like when I first dealt with the Russian team on Call of Warhammer, I thought them to be very rude, but then I came to understand that, well, they're trying to speak a second language. Like, I can only speak my native tongue, which is English. They are speaking 2 languages, and so what they say may come off as a bit more rough than how we would term things. So I just want to point that out too if you do engage with people on that forum. But no, those guys are great. I mean, the Call of Warhammer team has come a long way. Okay, we're gonna have to stop firing, at least firing at will with my men, but I will have them fire at the orc bodyguards. And Surden's gonna have to start moving down too. Looks like the goblin infantry is breaking, which is fantastic, but I'm gonna go ahead and move my infantry in an appropriate position so that I can attack these orc bodyguards when they come for me. Please stop firing. You're gonna kill some of my bodyguards. And they're gonna do so. Yep. Nice one, guys. Nice. And by nice, I mean it's not nice. Please stop firing at your allies. Dear God. Okay, I'm gonna have them stop firing now and let Glorfindel clean up everything here. Such is his job. And we'll use Light of Elbereth because I think it's pretty cool. Yep, one of my favorite characters, one of the hard asses of this time. Okay guys, well, we ended the battle, but I like this part of the song, so I'm just kind of letting it play. Won't lie, Lord of the Ring music was pretty awesome, but The Hobbit is going to be amazing. Anyway, done. We're done now. Alright, a clear victory. I lost 13 elves. They have all but 1 man remaining. Let's see, as we well know, my bow Quindy established their dominance in this battle. They gained a little bit of experience, but let's go ahead and continue onwards now. Okay, well, I could release them or I could ransom them, but they rejected that, so now I kind of don't want to hold these forts because I can only recruit so many men right now. Man, that kind of reset my whole siege. Well, we'll go back to the mountain fort. Maybe I'll take these places and I'll give it to, like, let's say the Sylvan Elves, because I don't want to hold these crappy mountain forts. It'll require 1 to 3 units for every town, and recruiting takes time. It costs me money, but I'll see what I do over time. So you only have skirmishers here. That's not too bad. Go ahead and build 1 more tower. Alright, let's combine my troops. Like, see, we have Gandalf here, and I'm gonna have to leave some troops here. And they're still very unhappy. I'm going to lower the tax. Let's see if that'll help. Well, it's going to help for now. There's a rebel army. See, I mean, he has very few men left, and he's going to have to... But we're going to wait here for 1 more turn, I suppose. We're going to have to wait here for just 1 more turn. I'm going to have to get him more men somehow. Okay, Surden, I'm going to have him continue to move downwards. Looks like Isengard was unable to take that town. Now, I believe there might be a rebel town nearby. I need to find this out. See if we... I don't see any roads. Oh, no. Isengard has a navy. That's curious. Oh, well, we'll have to end his turn now. Glorfindel has been a proven commander. I mean, he's fought many battles for me. I'm considering about getting rid of the army that Círdan has soon, and recruiting more men over in my eastern kingdom. I could transport them, but that would take maybe near 10 turns, and I could probably recruit better men by the time they get there, so it's not really too important, too vital. I'm fairly safe in the western kingdoms, and if I'm not, it'll just take me about 3 turns to get a army together, and my enemy won't be able to take all of my lands. I may lose 1 to 2 provinces, so, and they will be able to be retaken. That's just how it's gonna be. Let's see, they want me to interact with the orcs of Gundabad. I'm not really inclined to do so. They're not really my type of people. Well, there is a town nearby that's in this province. I just don't... It's not over here. Let's try to move back. Ah. I missed this town. Okay, well, if the Iriador General Edavorn does not take it... You're a weird looking guy. But if he does not take it, then I will take it. Of course, I'm going to have to leave about 2 or 3 men here, so I'm going to have to use less men. Which means they'll probably charge out, so... I may lose quite a few elves, but that'll actually work out in my advantage since I'm planning to move my armies over to this side of the map anyway. So that won't be too bad. I can't recruit too many more men, but I do need to destroy the orcs of the Misty Mountains since they are my foe. The orcs of Gundabad are not at war with me, which means as long as I don't give them any opportunity to attack me, like send out 1 unit by itself, then I should be fine, and they should not declare war on me right now. They may be fighting against the dwarves and the people of Iriador, which means I will have time to defeat the orcs of the Misty Mountains, which is my main goal. Honestly, I could probably auto-resolve the battle at Moria. I'm sure they won't have a huge garrison there if I take out their armies outside of that town. However, since it is a custom settlement, I do want to show it off, and therefore I will be playing out that battle even if I do have to fight a Balrog of Morgoth. So here's a war to oh, Rune and Harad are going to be having some fun. Wait. Did that really say Rune and Harad, or did I say Rohan? Hold on here. Something doesn't seem right. Do my eyes deceive me? Wait, hold on. There's Rohan. Well, I know they're at war with them, but let's look at Harad. Oh, okay. I guess so is Rohan. Huh. I was like, yes, that's good for us. All right, we gotta fight Lunug now. However, I don't like siege battles. We'll auto resolve. No, we've taken the mountain forts. Now they have 1 more fort. I mean, well, 1 less fort. Sorry. Let's see. I'm going to leave them there. Who else am I going to leave here? I'm going to leave... Wait, my men should have combined. Do I have to press... What the hell is this? I thought when I press M, they'll all combine. Why are they not doing so? Strange. And then I tried Control M, but that didn't work either. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm going to leave these guys and you right here. Doesn't look like I can do that just yet. I'll probably have to wait one. What if I leave like 1 more archer? This is what I mean, guys. You have to leave many men. We'll see if I can take 1 back. I do need more spies so that I'm able to see what's out here. Yeah, I need to start placing down some watchtowers so I can observe my surroundings, of course. Gotta be careful with Gandalf. You don't want him to die. Yeah, whatever, Gandalf. You know you don't want to fight an open battle right now. Goblin Town is a large town. I definitely want to keep this town. I could develop it. It could be a bridgeway for me. Okay, well, I guess that'll end this turn. Retinue expands for Glorfindel. +1 to my general's hit points. Oh, that's really good. I would like them to all have 1 bazillion hit points. Okay, well, it's ridiculous to say. Looks like they left Erenvorn. I would like to take it first, but since I'm already by Londayer, I'll go ahead and take Londayer. So, and then I believe I have a ship right down here, so I can just travel by ship, and that should save me about 2 turns to get back up to Erenvorn, which will be nice. I'll have to leave a very small garrison at this town, though, Londayer, because Isengard may once again come back here, and I really don't want to have to deal with them. I need my diplomat to go down to Gondor. I should be able to engage in a trade with them, which would increase my income. Even if it's a very small amount of income, any boost will be excellent, especially if I don't have to pay anything for it. Military report. Great tidings, my lord. Our armories and supply lines are now operating at full capacity. Well, excellent. That's always good to know. Here we go. Londayer. Looks like their gate might be broken. Let's see. Oh, they have very few men. I'll be able to auto-resolve this. Very nice. 4-to-1 ratio. Okay. Let's just auto-resolve it. Lost 87 elves. It's not bad at all. Okay, now we'll go ahead and repair it. Ruined port of Londayer. Londayer was a great haven built by the Númenóreans at the mouth of the river Gwathlo, or Grey Flood. It was an important Númenórean base throughout much of the Second Age. Yeah, that's a weird word for me to say. I don't know how to pronounce all these words. I'm going to have to read the back of my Silmarillion. I'll build an artist studio. Not much income increase here at all. Wonder how far. Wait, does that mean? Saruman's here. Wait, does this mean that I can use my navy to travel up? Excellent. Oh, Isengard, I will take you soon, my friends. Yes. I mean, I do have a. Oh, that's why I could attack, because I had a ballista. I forgot all about that. Okay, I'll have to see next turn how many men that I can leave down here. Alright, the mountain fort. Let's see, Moria won't be there quite yet. So, I assume that I need to get more men to Glorfindel, but I can't do that quite yet. I will go out to retake these lands here. I believe that mountain fort should be fine. Even if they are attacked, I should have enough men to hold it. Uh-oh. Orcs of Mount Gundabad. I only have 1 unit here. Can I recruit any more? I can, just not quite yet, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to make sure that they don't come for me. I really don't need an extra war right now, especially when I'm trying to get rid of my foe. My evil foe. Let's see if we can have some trade rights. Yeah, well, look, I know it's not lore-like, but right now, I don't care. My enemy is everyone on this map, so if I can make use of my foes, I mean, I'm not playing as the normal. Oh, 2 new Boquindi. Unfortunately, that's at the wrong side of the map. Of course, I can use them to move down here to Erenborn. I may go ahead and get rid of this ballista. It makes me move, see? I move far too slowly, and I only really need the ballista against trolls and the Balrog and I guess Mumakil. But we'll go ahead and end this turn, and I'll decide next turn whether I'm going to keep that ballista or not. Would have been interesting if I destroyed that ship and killed Saruman. That would have been bad for Isengard. Good for me. Actually, fighting against Rohan might be a pain. Isengard might be easier to beat down than Rohan. I would prefer not to fight Isengard right now, and I know Rohan won't fight me right now. I'm gonna have to consolidate all of this Eriador land. I think that'll be the best thing for me to do. That way, well, I'll have 1 united Elven Kingdom. I don't know how to restore the Elven Kingdom. I remember when I began the campaign, I had a script that basically said that you could, I don't know, restore the Elven Kingdom. I just don't know how. I'll just take every land here and find out at some point. Okay, let's go ahead and move out here. Lundbug is coming at me, bro. I wonder if I can leave these elves here now. Okay, good. I can leave them right now. Okay, I have a spy. I'll go ahead and move the spy out. I need to get my diplomat over here because when I retake the Sylvan lands, I don't want to keep them. I want to give them back to the Sylvan elves. because, well, I'm gonna have to place garrisons there, and that's gonna open me up to possibly Mordor, and I really don't want to fight Mordor right now. So hopefully Russion will be able to get there soon. Ah, Rohan and the Gunabat orcs are fighting now as well. Yeah, I'm not fighting Isengard just yet. That's not my plan. Ah, they're actually not too angry. What if I take my ballista with me? They don't really care otherwise. Alright, I'm putting the ballista on the ship. I don't feel like dealing with that damn thing. Alright, it'll take me 3 turns to get to Edenvorn, and it should take me 2 turns to get here, then 1 more turn to get to Edenvorn. So about the same time, but if I had the ballista in with my army, then it would have taken me longer. So I have 2 units defending Londair. If I lower the tax rate, maybe I'll be able to let it grow quickly. Quickly is not something that's suited to this campaign. Oh, excellent. I'll be able to get 2 more Boquindi. That'll be good. Oh boy, here comes an Isengard army. Hopefully I'll be able to reach Edenvorn before they reach it. I don't want to fight Isengard yet. That would be more of a pain than it's worth. There's Gondor. Sylvan Elves. Now, I know I want to conquer the whole world, but I don't think I will fight the Sylvan Elves. Part of me is like, well, I need to subjugate them to my cause, but I'm a big fan of the Sylvan Elves, and I'd rather not kill my own kin. Even if I had a very Thalmor-like view, like, oh, well, I'm above all, I don't want to destroy them. I mean, I could beat them down to the point where I make them my vassal. I don't think I've ever done that in a Medieval 2 game. Usually you have to, like, really beat them down. They're not often up for that. Of course, if I do that, I'm going to be using a lot of probably melee. I don't want to have stupid shootouts with archer versus archer. That's going to cost a lot of men. Okay, we're moving down. Actually, those 2 Boquindi came out to help me. So Isengard army's moving closer. I don't like that very much. Alright, let's go look at my diplomat. He's getting closer. At least to the Sylvan Elves. Let's see. There should be a village nearby. Yes, Amon Gastal. It'll only take me 2 turns to siege this out. 2 Snaga. I could just auto-resolve that. It's not really worth my time. I'm gonna need more elves. But let's go look at my income. Yeah, I'm not making very much right now. Looks like all is well here. Oh, I guess I remember that epic battle. I don't know. Oh, those dwarves are still there. Those poor dwarves are probably really pissed off. I mean, I just straight up slaughtered them and pushed them out of their halls. Yeah, dwarves are not doing too hot. They lost Moria, they lost Kibble Doom, and many lands. That's right, Isengard, you stay back there. Don't bother me right now. In a bit, I will do a toggle fog of war. That way you guys will be able to see what the map is at. But I'm not going to look at the enemy lands because I just don't want to have that unfair advantage because I don't like to cheat. It's not my thing. Like in, I believe it was Mountain Blade, someone was like, you should use cheat codes. And I'm like, no, I don't want to use cheat codes. I would prefer not to. I'd rather be challenged by the game by itself. Looks like Isengard is coming up to my face. And I just have to say one thing. Get out my face, bro. Get out my face. Or we're going to have a pushing competition. Then we're going to have a long speech about how you're a punk-ass bitch. Don't make me do that. Because I will. I will do that. Alright, I'm not going to quite let my ballista go out because that Isengard force might go after them. I mean, I can take them out, I could destroy them, but I just don't want that long-term war right now. It's not really what I'm looking for. 122. Oh well, I'll just keep them there. They're keeping things happy for me. Alright, Ruskin, you're almost out here. Looks like we're having a stare down with Lundbug here. What is this? Oh, he's right here. Okay. Auto resolve. I lost 10. It's unfortunate. Alright, there should be a town up here, if I recall correctly. I can build a watchtower. Oh, yes. Amut and Bailey. Don't forget to drink your Baileys. Here's Lundbug. Lord Burr is the faction heir. Rudir Axeman. Anyway. Oh, I actually joined evil. That's unfortunate. Okay, where's that spy? Right here. Glue Infinel's right. Her. We'll just auto-resolve.